Welcome back, guys. You're watching Today's Platinum, and today we're going to talk about Bitcoin price prediction for 2018 and two of the scenarios that could happen in the next few months or so. So if you guys are looking forward to the video, feel free to drop a like and also subscribe if you're not already. We do daily cryptocurrency content, 2 videos a day, and also we are going to be doing online business content and entrepreneurship content in the future. So definitely subscribe if you are looking forward to any of that. But with that all out of the way, guys, we have some free resources down in the description for you. Top 57 cryptos for 2018 and beyond, and also our free Facebook community for you guys to join and interact with others that are just like you. So feel free to take advantage of any of those resources. But with that all out of the way, let's get right into the video. So guys, currently we are seeing a bit of actually a pretty large dip in the markets. Everything is basically red. I actually don't think there is any green at all. A couple coins are green. Bitcoin private is one, I guess. Yeah, so everything's red. Bitcoin's down under 8,000, and where are we going from here, right? So as you can see, I have this little wedge drawn on TradingView. Excuse me, guys. If you don't use TradingView, I definitely recommend you do for your technical analysis. But basically, the reason for the wedge is because I'm expecting the price to bounce back off this support line, which we're currently waiting for it to do, and start to move up and go on more of a bull run and kind of reverse this downtrend that we have seen. For the past 3 months, we've kind of moved sideways, for the most part, holding some key support levels right around 6,500. That has really been the key support level, the complete bottom, and then the top has kind of been, well, we haven't touched it for a couple months, but around 11.7. So we're really waiting to break out either upwards or downwards and kind of see where the market is going. So where exactly do I see it going, and what are those two scenarios that we just touched on? So one of the scenarios is going to be that we recover off of this support and we break upwards. Now that could definitely happen, and that's what I'm hoping happens. Basically, this support line right here, this green support line that I've drawn from the wedge, we should see the price come up and start to move upwards and break out of the wedge. Okay, that's normally what happens at the end of a wedge, but we will have to see, like I said. The other scenario is that we fall through the support level. We look to find support around 6,800, but if we break through that, I expect to go down to anywhere from 5,000 to 4,000. So really, the price could be anything from 5,000 to 4,000 at that point, and possibly lower. Who really knows? But I don't really think we're going to ever get below 6,000 again, anytime soon, at least. So honestly, even if we do break down, I don't think that it's going to be a long-term bear trend based off all of the great news that we've been seeing in the news, based on large companies, organizations, individuals all coming into blockchain looking to invest. I don't think that the second scenario is as reasonable as the first one. Let's just see if we can delete some of these. The first scenario is more likely, basically because of, first off, the formation that we're seeing, but second off, just want to see if I can erase this. So we're seeing this formation, right, the wedge, and second off, all of the great news in the market, right? We're not just going to see Bitcoin drop down to 4,000 for no reason. There has to be a reason supporting that, and I don't see why we would drop down to 4,000 now, and why we wouldn't have back here when the market was really on edge and at a pretty I guess a crossroads of where the market was headed. All right, we found support back here at 6,000, found nice support here at about 65. So I don't think we're going to break much below that if we do go down. And honestly, I don't even think we're going to move down. Actually, moving into the 1 minute chart, we've already started to see that we are pushing above, right? We're really only under for about 5 hours. So we've really only been under this support line on the wedge for about 5 hours. So I would expect to hopefully move up and continue that run up, and hopefully start to get some large buying power in as we continue on throughout the day and throughout the next week. Is really going to be a crucial time period of where Bitcoin is going. So another question I wanted to answer, obviously, is where is Bitcoin going in 2018? Now, this is a tougher question to answer, but I definitely have my own predictions. So given all of the great news, all of the great feedback on cryptocurrency in general and everything, I do expect cryptocurrency to continue on and move upward throughout this year. But I don't expect it to just take off like it did, as we have recently seen the parabolic run-up that we saw at the end of 2017, okay? I expect to move in the upwards direction back up to a price of around 15K by the end of the year. Would be a stable price to move up to by that time, okay? If we take Bitcoin's price up to around 15K, right? We can, that's stable growth. That's something we can sustain at least. Okay, it's an emerging market. I understand even with that growth, it's a lot of growth. And even then, it could be in for retracements. But at least there'll be healthy retracements, and they won't be, let's go from 4,000 to 20,000 and then drop down to 65, right? It's not going to be like that. Hopefully it will be smaller retracements and allow for long-term longevity of price growth. So really all of this kind of sits on the shoulders of what is going to happen now. If we see Bitcoin just continue to fall, then we could possibly be in for even more of a downtrend, as we have been in quite a downtrend since January, obviously. So if we cannot hold this level down here, then I would expect to kind of revisit and think more about my price prediction for 2018. The thing is, guys, there's a lot of resistance to move upwards again, just because of all the people who got burned in this area. Not only do you have to bring those people back into the market, but you have to, before you do that, prove to them that the market is not going to do this again and will allow for them to make some type of profit. So it's going to be difficult to get back up to that number, 20K. I don't think we're just going to go parabolic like everybody seems to think. I think that we're going to need to move up a lot slower and kind of allow for the crypto markets to grow nice and steady and slowly over a longer period of time is what I'm really looking to see. But there's no doubt that we could possibly see a parabolic run-up, but I'm just not even going to consider that, because if it does happen, that's great for the gains, but it's not great for the long-term longevity of the market. So guys, I would say that it would definitely be beneficial for you guys yourselves to kind of draw this wedge that I do have on here. Let me just move this down, make the wedge like I did, but definitely go over on TradingView and kind of have this chart so you can look at it yourself and figure out what you kind of want to do when Bitcoin does drop below this price level, this support line, or if it starts to move up, kind of start to learn what exactly you want to do. So this is just another technical analysis pattern. It's a wedge, one of the basics, so it's very easy to plot. As you can see, we have lower highs and higher lows, 3 consecutive points, both on the lower end and on the higher end. So I am really looking to either break out above, which I really think we're going to end up doing, or break out down. I mean, we've seen kind of these perfect periods of bear periods and also bull periods. Right there is a bear period, right here is a bull period, right there is bear. There was a little bull right there, but bear again, and then bull, bearish, and hopefully we have a larger bull period. So that's kind of what I'm looking for, guys. Let me know what your thoughts are on the price of Bitcoin for this year. A lot of people are saying like 60K by the end of the year. Honestly, that would be great, but I don't even want it to get that high by the end of the year because I'm looking more long term. If this thing goes to 50, 60K by the end of the year, you can bet all your money that there will be another huge, large crash like we have seen recently. Okay, all these people that pushed up the market to begin with billions and billions of dollars, they sold off, they took their profits, and they left. And they will most likely return when there's signs of this happening again. But, the aftermath of this is very detrimental to the overall longevity of the cryptocurrency market. So 15K by the end of the year is where I'm hopefully looking to be at a steady growth rate by the end of the year. So I really do hope that 15K would be perfect. It would give all of us some good growth from where we are now, and also allow those people that invested back here to start to recover some of their losses and realize that the market is more stable and is starting to move with more steadier growth. So that's what I'm looking at for this year and onwards. Let me know your thoughts on Bitcoin as well as what's going to happen in the next few weeks or so. I expect something to really happen by the end of June, some large movement to really occur. If it doesn't happen by then we will have to revisit the charts and see where we see Bitcoin's price headed. But if you guys enjoyed this video, feel free to leave a like and also subscribe for more daily cryptocurrency content. We put up 2 videos a day and also provide a free Facebook community with a Telegram chat room, as well as a private premium trading group, as well as a program. So definitely check all of that out in the description, guys, if you're interested. But with that out of the way, enjoy your day, and I'll see you tomorrow for another video. Have a good one, guys.